everybody. It's Duffy, and you're in another edition of Bike Week Nation. I'm on the road this week for work, so I didn't have time to make a new film, so I decided to recut down an old hour-long documentary I did about Bob Lawton. He's the founder of the Funspot, which is the largest arcade in the world. And he's passed away, but I used to love sitting down with Bob and spending time with him. He told great stories. He was just a wonderful, wonderful man. And so I figured this week I'm going to give you a quick look at the Funspot. It's right across the street from the Looney Bin. Great place to check out when you're here for Bike Week. So let's check out the Funspot.
Oh, I started down in the Weirs in 1952. That is about 66 years ago. And finally put together enough money so we could get a piece of land up here in 1964. So that's how the whole thing got going. When I started down in the Weirs, I had no money, so I borrowed $750 from my grandmother, and that's all it took. I got my brother to help me, and we built a 9-hole indoor mini golf, and got other things ready, and opened up in 1952, and we were packed, 35 cents a round, and it was busy right from the beginning. So when we had enough money, we managed to get this land here. There's 21 acres here. I just love kids. And Funspot is a kids' place, as we know. We deal in kids, and nothing I like better than giving tokens to kids. So I always carry a pocket full of tokens, because when I see a kid, I got to give him some tokens. So it's wonderful having those kind of groups come in here. Yeah, we have a large shop up there. So come on in. Happy. This is the shop where I do all my work. There's the carousel. I tell you, this is our favorite horse. It's gorgeous. I changed the color of this 3 times. And this. So we can do our own work. And you can see the condition of it. It's really bad.
Bob is doing all the painting on all the things here.
All the painting. Everything. All the painting. Every bit of painting. So the lake is it's just the thing. It's why I'm here. I could have been a chemist and been heaven knows where, but choosing to come here, it's been a life that I couldn't do any better on, and I loved every minute of it. I'm working 65 hours every week. I'm at work by 6 o'clock 7 days a week, and that's because I like it. So I'm here early, and they don't come in till 10. So I got to have a snack and some coffee while I'm sitting here waiting for them.
That's right. Yeah, awesome.
Now this is the Mount Washington Cog Railway. What I would do is I would measure everything and scale it down to what it was going to be on. I would take pictures of things. I would measure them, and then I would scale them to fit on a 3-foot wide red boards that they'd fit on.
Tremendous golf.
This is a scale model of the North Conway Railroad Station.
Oh, it's-
Beautiful station, beautiful.
Job.
This is 10 feet long. The original is 100 feet long, and when I restored these 4 years ago, I did everything inside, all new furniture, floor mats, people, LED lights,
Fantastic.
and the furniture, and
It's unbelievable.
see, Conway Scenic Railroad, I got one on each side here, and I do that to promote the railroad.
Yeah.
I bought 2 signs and I put them on here, and so tens of thousands of people can read that
Exactly.
that's still in operation.
Yeah.
So,
Isn't that wonderful?
so I'm glad to promote them. You know, this fun house is the only ornament that is left from our original mini golf. This is the bear gun. At one point in time, we had 4 or 5 of these bear guns. We had picked up at different places that John and I used to go to. If we had a couple of bucks, we could buy a piece of junk and fix it up. And so this one, we had Rick's Restoration restore this. And we didn't want to use it because we don't want a gun here and some kid turning around and aiming at it, even though they can't do anything. They might scare people. So I wouldn't do that. But it's all completely restored. Here he comes. 1, 2, 3. Wow, it's beautiful. You liking it? I love it. Yeah.
I was just going to tell you about that.
It's as good as new, if not better. The kids are gonna love it.
It's done.
So Bob, maybe you could tell us a little bit about this boat here that you've had.
Okay,
restored.
this boat we had for years. One of the first things John and I went to Boston with a couple of bucks in our pocket and bought this for, it's right there, $100.
And keep it.
And when we did it,
1960, by the way, 1960.
1960, my son Tim and John's son Randy could fit in that back seat. That's how long ago this was and how small they were. I would bet that there's been 100,000 people come in because they saw that show and they rode on this when they were toddlers, and they got kids now and they want their kid here. And sometimes they'll get me to stand here with the kid, you know, and with them. And so it's a wonderful thing for a guy or a woman to bring a little kid in and say, hey, I rode in that when I was your size, you know? I love the things we've been doing here at Funspot, and that's why a day like yesterday we were just mobbed here. And 20 years ago or 10 years ago even, you wouldn't find that here. And, you know, we have Monkey Trunks here 10 years now, and Jordan's Ice Cream, and all the different things we've done, you know. So it just keeps bringing more people, and that's what I want. It's a kid's place, and people love bringing their kids here. And I'll do anything for kids, so bring them on.
Thank you. Bob, I wanted to mention and have you speak a little bit about Live Free and Die. You were a state representative, your mother was a state representative, and your son was a state representative, I believe, right?
That's right.
And could you just tell us a little bit about the history of the Live Free and Die motto and how you came about that?
I certainly could. My mother went into the House in New Hampshire in 1961, and I joined her in 1969. And when I sat next to her, and we sat in the Democrat section at that time. The Democrats were good friends of ours, mostly Manchester. And my first bill that I brought in was to change what was on the license plates of New Hampshire, which was scenic, and put the state motto, which is Live Free or Die. And I went to the state prison at that time and talked to the gentleman that was in charge of. They used to stamp out the plates in the prison, and I found the guy that handled that stamping out of the plates, and I asked him how much would it cost to change what's on the plate from scenic to live free or die, and he told me $92, because all I got to do is buy a new slug to put into the press and stamp out on the plate. So I said, well, I guess that's not going to stop anybody from voting for this bill anyway. So I was sitting with the governor downstairs here in that nice couch, which I think we'll be at sometime today. And first thing he asked me, he said, hey, Bob, when you put live free or die in the license plates, did you have much opposition? And I said, well, no, I didn't. It went to the committee, and the committee came out ought to pass as they wanted to do. And, of course, I had to speak first on the bill and support it. And I said, who could possibly go against it? The balcony was full of military people in uniform, flying flags, and that kind of support is what I got when the bill first came in, and I was speaking on it. And who could possibly go against that bill? So it went right through, and it's been a great thing for the state. I think of it that way. Most everybody in this country knows when they see Live Free or Die that it's New Hampshire. But does anybody know what any other state has for a license plate, a label? And I doubt it, only if you live in that state. So it's been a wonderful promotional thing for New Hampshire. And this is what kind of people we are here in New Hampshire. General John Stark, who was our number one general in the Revolution, and he's the one that said that on the Battle of Bennington, 32nd anniversary, he couldn't go to it, and so he sent a note and said that I can't attend, live free or die, death is not the worst of evils. And that's how the state, after World War II, voted to put live free or die as our state motto. So it became our state motto in 45, right after the war. And it's amazing to me how much history I have saved in the 66 years I've been doing this. And all you got to do is go in the mini golf here or in the restaurant downstairs. And I don't know why I saved all that stuff, but I just saved history, everything, even artifacts or even little things or pictures or anything, because, I think all the Lawtons are historians. We started the museum over there, like when it was Sarg's Museum, and we just love history, and you shouldn't forget history, whether it's good history or bad history. You should remember history, and it's always interesting to talk about what you might have been doing when you were 10 years old or something. Funspot is the largest arcade in the world. And you see my sign out here.
Yeah, you got your own parking spot.
Took me 66 years to get it.
Your own spot?
But I got it.
Bob Lawton was a great, great man and really a fixture up in Laconia. So a couple quick announcements. DeSorbo Motorsports is going to be hosting swap meets at the Saddle Up Saloon every month throughout the summer. So check that out. I'll be there every Sunday. It's going to be a great time. They've also got a very good deal for spring startup on your motorcycle. They'll get you all ready to go, tune your bike up, oil change, and detail it for a great price. So check out DeSorbo Motorsports. They sponsor my show, and they're great people. That's it for now. Duff out.